Once again, it's DJ Pooh had written a full-length skit just joking about a character who had three strikes on his head and was trying to stay out of jail. And it was a little sketch. Then it started to stretch out to a mini story. Then that went on into a full-length movie. But when it was started, they were working on a film that Ice Cube and him collectively worked on called Friday. And when Friday became a reality, because New Line Cinema decided to take a risk on the skit, on the film itself, with Ice Cube actually acting as Craig. Craig was actually supposed to be played by another actor altogether. But the movie was greenlit because Ice Cube decided to play Craig. And it was the best thing for the movie because I don't know if it would have worked if it had another comedian playing that role. And a lot of the comedians got their, break being in this film. You saw Bernie Mac had a small role. You saw a lot of people have small parts in the movie. It definitely helped Chris Tucker in his career. And John Witherspoon. After all he's done in his career, this is one of the things that really put him on the map and start getting him bigger paydays. And there's just a lot of different entities altogether involved. And man, it's just was very interesting the way things were developing. But did you know Three Strikes, the movie he was working on and jokingly coming up with, would come into existence because Suge Knight was working with doing the sequel. I mean, doing the movie Friday, and he saw his opportunity there. They in Death Row did the soundtrack. They were on the soundtrack with Cube and everybody else. So when this happened, this was like one of the last things they did before Dre left. So making their heads ring and all that, keep your heads ringing and all that. That was like one of the last things Dre did besides California Love. So when that was done, DJ Pooh and Ice Cube had a falling out, or disagreement, about credit and all these different things. And Suge watched Friday, and he loved it. And he was laughing out loud. So he told DJ Pooh, when he saw what was happening, he saw an opportunity. And they wanted to put out some movies, some actual films, so they went and opened up a film department and definitely went that route. He wanted to open up Death Row movies or Death Row films. And they was going to put out their own films, mini movies, videos, straight to video. That way you ain't got to worry about MTV. They was going to make their own. They was going to have straight to video. They had the videos that they sent on, to MTV and BET, the edited version. then you can get the full X-rated versions of the videos. You can buy them and own them. They call it the Death Row Uncut. So before, when it was BET Uncut, there was gonna be the Death Row Uncut. As you can see, if anybody remember the How You Do You Want It video with Casey and JoJo, the unrated version. That was like one of them. They were gonna do a lot of videos just like that. So when all these things were transparent, you're looking at a situation where Suge saw an opportunity for three strikes. Snoop and Pac both was having ideas about the script and adding little things to it. So they were gonna make a comedy with DJ Pooh about characters, facing three strikes. So when he signed it, Dre ended up falling out of the fold, and they was gonna make like Tupac and Snoop, because Tupac wanted to do a comedy. He always did serious roles, and he wanted to show that he can do comedy. He could do a bunch of everything. So Three Strikes was gonna be two characters, not one, caught in a three strike situation, facing three strikes, as they try to avoid getting their third strike, being on the streets. So the script was rewritten to make it that the character who was there ended up getting him involved in different things. And Snoop was that character who was going to get Tupac involved in a whole bunch of nonsense. And that was going to lead to the three strikes and everything else. And then they was going to be on the run throughout the entire neighborhood in the whole movie from the police and everything else. And it was going to be a comedy, just like Three Strikes that we seen with Brian Hooks. Now, Three Strikes is like a hood classic. We love this movie. I don't know a human soul that don't like Three Strikes except for the critics. Critics tried to logically make sense out of the movie. That's what made it very funny. Now, they only spent like $4 million to make that movie. $4 million was the budget. So nobody got paid to make this movie. So this was one made just for fun. But Big Tone was supposed to be played by Suge. Suge was like, man, listen, I ain't finna be in no movie, man. I might have a cameo appearance, but all that dialogue and all that stuff, and I'm in there laughing and joking, people might say, oh, look at Suge. We can take advantage of him. And that might lead them to try to pull something. They think he shouldn't be trying to pull. Cause see, if they try to pull something on me, I'm gonna have to correct them and get them back in line. So I don't give them that idea. See, I want them to be terrified when they see me, just to keep themselves safe. It's like seeing that Doberman pinch it. You see what you said, Doberman? You give that Doberman his respect. You don't go over there and try to pet him. You leave him alone. And see, that's all I want them to do, is leave me alone. I don't want them to come over here and try to shake my hand and be phony and try to get close, see if they can take it from me. See, because when you do that, then I know you ain't genuine. Because now you're playing with that Doberman pinch, and you shouldn't. So I don't want them to get that idea. So I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna watch it. But nah, you gotta get somebody else to play that. So Big Tone was character was based off Suge. And when you got Big Tone in there playing by Faison, who played Big Tone, it was only fitting that he be in the movie playing that role. But I could not see Snoop and Pac playing these roles. And the thing is he was gonna have DJ Pooh write a bunch of movies. Suge was, and was gonna put Ice Cube. I mean, not Ice Cube, but Tupac and Snoop as the characters and make them in a bunch of films because he wanted to keep Pac busy, keep Pac doing things. But Pac already had some major movie deals in place, so he was getting his film career going. We should want to get him involved in these death row movies and have him do these things as well. When Pac was gonna do those too. Anything to keep Pac moving. The Three Strikes end up coming out after Death Row went through a definite change. Snoop and Pac fell out, and that was gonna end all Three Strikes involvement. Then it was just epic proportions. Things happened. Pac died, and we saw the struggles that went on at Death Row after the fact. Suge went away. It was just, you know, everybody saw what happened. But could you imagine Tupac and Snoop playing these characters in the movie? It just didn't fit. I mean, now seeing Pac play in a comedy would have been interesting to see. See him try to pull that off. Because he was always a jokester, but in the movies, he was always kind of the serious guy. So I thought it would have been probably interesting, but after watching Three Strikes, Brian Hooks is the only guy I know that could have pulled that off. So anyway, yeah, oh man, Mike Epps is D when he came in there, cowboy with the cowboy hat and some boots. Like that was some wild stuff. Slide up and down them hoes. Oh man, great time. Thinking back to that movie, great times. 40 water. Get up with your sahak at another time. Take a few of these marbles. Got a Coke bottle shaped breezy. Waiting for your sahak. Man, 40 water hitting him with all that game. So you take these in marbles. Get up with your sahak at the coffee shop. No, I got a Coke bottle shaped breezy waiting for your sahak at the coffee shop. Coke bottle shaped breezes. And that's crazy because you understood everything he was saying. Well, anyway, I'm out. I just thought I'd drop that nugget on you guys. People gonna be like, man, we knew that. We know everything. Okay. All right, dudes. For those who knew, sorry. Everybody else, good for you. Now let me get the day started and rev up.